Over the years of video gaming, there has been many great consoles for so many great different games. Some were bad, some were good, and some I just don't want to talk about. But before I had any of these consoles and games, I had something that makes me throw up in my mouth every time I think about it. V.Flash. Ugh. I almost threw up for a second there. The V.Flash was developed by a company called VTech, who made lesser superior products from cameras, watches, tablets, TVs, you name it. They made it. Most of these products were made for kids around 2 years old. Unfortunately, I was one of the stupid kids that fell for this crap. And I thought it was a legitimate game system at the time. I thought I was finally one of the cool kids. And it wasn't until I got a DS that I found out there was better stuff out there. And ever since then, I had my V.Flash tucked away in a closet, hopefully to never be seen again. Then I remembered. I got a YouTube show. So today we're going to take a look at 3 of the 4 games I had for the V.Flash. The 4th one was a Scooby-Doo game, but I have no idea where it's at right now, so here's 3 games! The first game we're going to take a look at is Spider-Man Countdown to Doom. So what are we waiting for? Let's play this baby! Here it is, the amazing Spider-Man Countdown to Doom. You know, just judging by the horrible music that plays in the background and the look of the title screen, you can definitely tell these were some dark times for Spider-Man. You know, the times when his head was shaped like an olive. Okay, let's see what we got here on the main menu screen. We got Game Zone, Knowledge World, and Creative Workshop. Only 2 of those sounds fun to me, and let me give you a hint of which one isn't. Knowledge World! But since I'm playing a video game, I'm obviously going to go to Game Zone, because Knowledge World doesn't sound interesting at all. It sounds like school. And what do you know? This game actually has a purpose, I mean story. The whole plot of the story is that the Ultra Cosmic Power Packs were stolen by Rhino, Sandman, and Black Cat. And you know it's super important when you put the word Ultra in front of it. You monsters! How could you steal something so valuable? So now it's time for Spider-Man to swing into action. Okay, looks like it's time to start the game now. Level 1, Broken Bridges. So now we're introduced to a cutscene of Spider-Man chasing Rhino down a bridge. Rhino immediately stomps on the bridge, which causes it to fall like it's made of Jenga blocks. Okay, now it's finally time to start the game.
You need to find the answer that solves the math problem.
Is that math? In a Spider-Man game? Why? Most kids at the time were expecting something like this. Then you give them this? This is madness. But you know what I have to say about it? When I was a kid, I didn't learn jack crap. And look at me now. I turned out just fine. Oh, hey look, a Spider-Man game. So I answered the math problem segment, and then the level went on to platforming. And I gotta say, it sucks. When you have Spider-Man jump, he stays in the air longer than he should. And not to mention, most of the platforms are moving, some in which move faster than it takes Spider-Man to land after jumping. And because he stays in the air for way too long, most of the time you'll end up in the water instead of landing on the platform. And once you hit the water, Spider-Man dies. I mean, come on, Spidey. I know the itsy-bitsy spider went up the water spout and the rain did wash him out, but you're a man. You should be able to swim. And after several minutes of trying to get past the first level, I finally beat it and went on to the second level, which is in a warehouse. In this level, the controls are the same, except you have to avoid boxes, barrels, and even bigger boxes. And I would like to know who's pushing those boxes off the shelves. Seriously, I would like to know, but I can't because Spider-Man can only climb halfway up the wall. Isn't that one of Spider-Man's defining traits, being able to climb on things? I mean, he could climb and get on top of these stacked boxes and avoid the falling boxes and barrels on the ground, but I guess that's just too logical. You know what's truly sad? This is the most entertainment I've gotten from this game so far. Seeing Spider-Man trying to climb up this wall and looking like an idiot doing so. It's hilarious. And in some parts of the level, Rhino will show up and he'll throw a science question at you. Okay, I'm done. You want to know what my spidey sense is telling me? Not to play this game anymore. Next game we have is SpongeBob SquarePants, Idea Sponge. And just by looking at the cover, you can definitely tell this is going to be way better than the Spider-Man game. I mean, look, Patrick's already having fun sliding down this pole here. Perhaps a little bit too much fun, if you know what I mean. SpongeBob? Are you alright? I think you may have the dancing plague. I'm serious. This is an actual disease that makes you dance, that you can die from. I think we may need to put him down. But first, I would like to thank Steven Hillenberg for making this amazing game. Thanks, Steven. I definitely can't live without this game. You're a genius. Great, cutscenes. Just what I needed to see after witnessing SpongeBob's eternal suffering. And everything that happens in this cutscene can be easily explained in the most basic way. In fact, I think the only reason why this cutscene exists is to actually give a purpose of calling this game SpongeBob SquarePants Idea Sponge, because this is the only time in the game SpongeBob ever has an idea. And it's about smoothies. And also the cutscene froze. And it happened twice! The gameplay itself isn't really all that special. What you do is go around filling people's drinks up with smoothies and answering math questions in the process. And that's basically it. And don't forget all of the terrifying obstacles in the level, such as sandcastles, beach balls, little children, and muscular fish? Okay. But hey, at least they have the courtesy to apologize after they run into you.
Sorry.
Well, I guess that level wasn't that hard because I'm already at level 2. And from what I can gather from the cutscene is that Plankton stole the smoothie recipe that is apparently big enough to fit in a whole book. And now SpongeBob and Patrick are going to go kill Plankton, I guess. You know, they weren't very clear what they were going to go do, but I'm sure it's very violent. And let me tell you, this level is probably the worst thing in existence. Instead of having a changed up level design, the whole game is changed. You now have a camera perspective from behind SpongeBob's back, which normally would be okay, but the camera is so zoomed in on SpongeBob you can't even see everything in the whole room. And speaking of the rooms, why are they so big? All they have is robots in them. I mean, would it kill you to add some furniture in this room? Or maybe a carpet, or a painting. A painting would look nice in this room. It would definitely add some scenery. But don't even get me started on the controls. To move forward, you push up on the analog stick. But if you want to move left or right, instead of SpongeBob moving towards the direction you're pushing the analog stick, SpongeBob will instead rotate. Now kids, remember this part, because it's important. And when you're finished rotating, push forward again. There, that's the controls. And don't get me wrong when I say this, the controls are bad, but they wouldn't be so bad if the camera wasn't so zoomed in on SpongeBob. The rooms in this level are so gigantic that you'll have to back up and see if there's any robots in the room before moving on. And I can seriously compare these controls to driving a bus. And I may have not driven a bus before, but I think this is what it would be like. And when I beat the level, the cutscene froze. Again. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all the livelong day! Okay, those last two games were a little bit out there, but I've got one more game to show you for the V.Flash. It's probably the only original game for the system, and it's called Jumping Bean Island. You know, I actually don't know what I was expecting. But hey, it was developed by the same company that made the console, so maybe they actually knew what they were doing. Maybe it actually might be decently good. Or maybe just decent. Who knows? Let's pop this baby in, find out. Well, wasn't that something? Let's hurry up and start this game before I start hearing voices in my head. Ew! What are you? This thing kind of reminds me of that one guy from Big Fat Liar. Remember that one movie where this kid puts paint or something on this one guy and he's all blue and then that's like the main thing in the movie? Remember that movie? Well, good, because I really didn't until now. And oh, would you look at that? We can choose our characters. And let's see what we can pick from. We got boy, girl, boy robot, and girl robot. Wow, so many different choices! But I'm going to go with boy, and not because I'm a boy myself, but because when the arrow hovers over him, he says, "Who's a boy?" You know what? I think we're going to be best friends. Oh my gosh, another cutscene? Are you serious? This cutscene explained the whole reason why you're on Jumping Bean Island. Apparently it's a game show where you're trying to compete to win something. I don't know what I'm trying to win. It doesn't tell me. And the owner of the island is the blue fat guy that I mentioned earlier. And his name is Mr. McSluggo. Yes, that's his name. But I don't know if I trust this Mr. McSluggo. I mean, the words that come out of his mouth don't even sync up with his lips. That's suspicious. Also, the cutscene broke. It didn't freeze. It just broke. Okay, now we're finally playing the game. And it's boring. You literally walk around this town collecting beans. Jumping beans. And the gun that you're given only collects the beans. It doesn't shoot anything. You heard this first, ladies and gentlemen. There is a gun used specifically for collecting beans. We live in an age of wonder. And don't forget the questions. 23 plus 4. Once you have the answer, you go up to the can with the correct answer, then you click the button, and if you get it right, you get more beans. And if you get the question wrong, a propeller comes out of the cans. Oh, I can't do it. I can't play this game anymore. Okay, level complete. What is with this loading screen? Watch out for the giant crab. They don't call him Krabby for nothing. You know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this game. Okay, we're finally done playing those games. I've been playing them for so long that my hair has grown.
So now that you're done, can I sing the Spider-Man theme song now?
Not right now, Petey. I'm pretty tired, and plus those games were pretty traumatizing.
Oh, come on. You promised that you would let me sing in this video. Please let me sing. Please. Please, 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 please.
Okay, fine! You can sing!
Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Can he swing from a thread? Hey! There goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of the night, at the scene of the crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Action is his reward. And this video is over. Yes, it's really over. I'm serious, it's over. I think I'll go get something to eat now. See you later. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. I was on vacation, so that's why I was a little bit late. I'm going to try to stick with the monthly uploads, but who knows, you know, stuff happens. If you want to see more of my 5 Turnips videos, click this link to go to the playlist. Or if you want to listen to the Spider-Man music made by my new soundtrack, click right here. Also, did you know I have a Twitter? I tweet sometimes. I really don't use it that much, but I have it, so you could check it out, I guess. So, okay, I guess that's it. I'm gone. Bye.